so I'm Rahmat Abdullateef. I'm a chemical engineering student.
And I'm Christina Hoque. I'm also a chemical engineering student.
Yeah, and we've just been recently for the past 3 days taking a part in the CQRM accreditation. With the area that we liked the most, it was mostly the real options analysis. Yeah.
Because of the real option analysis, we can mitigate obviously the cost of any. If you're in the industry of oil or something like that, we can mitigate the cost if the cost is high or something. And also from this experience, we thought about, because when we're in the first year of university, we did HAZOP, which was more like a qualitative version of how we were looking at our risk management. But when we did this course, it was more intense. We learned about a quantitative way of looking at it and managing it and mitigate it.
So the real options helped us to mitigate the risks. So I struggled the most with the idea of doing multiple simulations and sensitivity analysis and things like the tornado charts and how to find the tornado charts basically help us to find the most important risks. So the most critical risks that can affect the model, that can affect what we're doing, the project that we're involved in. And I found this quite hard because I couldn't differentiate between the simulations and stochastic and dynamic models and the static models, which is the tornado analysis. But eventually I then came to realize that you can do a tornado chart without doing a simulation, and you can do a sensitivity analysis, once as a final result as well. So yeah, it's all of this. It was quite hard to grasp because there was a lot of steps, but eventually got there in the end, at the end of the 3 days.
For me, it was like first when I started it was more like slow pace. It was not as intense as I thought it was gonna be. But the second day, when we started doing more simulation and all that, like Rahmat said, like sensitivity analysis were most like I struggled most because we had to do a back-to-back simulations for the thing and find the statistics and everything, which was a bit difficult to find because we're new at it and we had to like just do it right then and then. That's about it.
So as chemical engineers, we're looking to become project managers, and one of the biggest things that we learned was the optimization process. And so when we're, as project managers, when we're choosing from like many different projects that we could possibly take part in, it's very hard for you to know which ones are going to bring out the best outcome. So this optimization process helps us to do multiple simulations in order for us to get which projects and which combinations to carry out later on in order to get the most for the company and things like that. So it really helps because something like that, when you have lots of projects to choose from, it's really hard to put the combinations together. It could take lots of time, like it could take ages. In fact, it's almost impossible because there's so many possible combinations. But through this now, we can do it within a quick click of a button, essentially within seconds.
I would recommend this course for anybody. When I first came here, I thought it was just for engineering, but then I started to realize it's like anybody who has an industry who wants to like mitigate any kind of like cost to not like lose money or anything. They should just do this course just to understand about how to manage risk and how to like prevent any kind of sorts of losses if it, like, the oil goes, the cost goes up, like how you should be mitigating it, what kind of process you should be using. And it's not even difficult to do it because you have all the tools right there. You could just use a click of it's really easy to understand and everything.
Yeah, we have the program, the book. There's all the tools are there for you to step by step how to do it. The simulations, it's all there. So yeah, very helpful.